Change leaders anticipate market dynamics. Leadership learning. On 29 August 1997, Netflix launched as a humble DVD by mail service and founded a blueprint for perpetual reinvention. It proved that the greatest leaders architect organizations capable of transforming themselves before the market forces them to. Founded by Hastings and Marc Randolph in Scotts Valley, California, Netflix grew from a simple yet daring idea tested through a single experiment. Mailing a CD to prove DVDs could be reliably delivered by post. When the test succeeded, they entered the $16 billion home video industry with revolutionary ambition. In April 1998, the company launched its website offering DVD rentals by mail, beginning with 30 employees and 925 titles. This set the stage for a subscription model that would eventually eclipse physical media. The mailing of DVDs and the introduction of an online platform foreshadowed a deep shift in media consumption and distribution. Importantly, the company was agile, experimental, and willing to challenge entrenched norms. Not through bravado, but by solving a clear logistical problem through innovative technology. By the end of the first year, Netflix had already begun to differentiate itself by eliminating late fees, introducing greater convenience, and embracing the potential of e-commerce. From the outset, the company embraced a culture of continuous experimentation, data-driven decision-making, and customer obsession that would prove prophetic. These early decisions were neither flashy nor grandiose. They were grounded in safeguarding customer experience while testing the boundaries of emerging technology. As such, the foundation was laid for a company that would later pivot into a streaming powerhouse. In respectful reflection of those early days, one can appreciate that true leadership and change emerge not from self-promotion, but from quietly reimagining how things are done. The emphasis was not on discrediting competitors, but on solving a problem better. Critique of the DVD by mail approach might point to limitations, as it relied on postal infrastructure and physical media. Yet rather than disparaging the pioneers, the lesson lies in examining the challenge they addressed, delivering films differently in a more consumer-centric way, without compromising practicality or customer trust. The historical significance of Netflix's foundation cannot be overstated. It illustrates how modest experimentation, such as testing a CD in the mail, can ignite a transformation in an entire industry. The launch in 1997 was not the pinnacle, but the prelude to continual reinvention. It underlined how organizational design, a willingness to test bold ideas, and iterative learning would come to define future leadership. The emphasis on solving a core problem, not outmuscling incumbents, underpinned a culture of trust, resilience, and foresight. Change leadership lessons. Netflix's transformation journey reveals 5 fundamental principles that distinguish exceptional change leadership from reactive management approaches. Leaders of change anticipate emerging trends and position their organizations ahead of industry transformation through strategic foresight, data-driven decision-making, and careful preparation. They design solutions around customer needs and frustrations, ensuring long-term relevance while strengthening competitive advantage in evolving markets. Change leaders build scalable business models and adaptable infrastructures that allow their organizations to thrive as technologies and markets shift. They embrace experimentation and are willing to test bold ideas, fostering innovation and laying the foundation for sustainable reinvention. Leaders of change recognize obsolescence early and adapt decisively, ensuring organizational resilience and ongoing success in dynamic environments. Summary leadership quote: "Successful change leadership demands foresight, customer-centered innovation, scalable models, experimentation, and the resilience to adapt before circumstances enforce transformation." Change leadership responsibility 1. Articulate a change vision. Netflix's foundation demonstrates that articulating a compelling change vision begins with identifying customer frustrations that entire industries have accepted as inevitable. By recognizing that late fees, limited selection, and inconvenient store hours represented systemic problems rather than necessary evils, the founders articulated a vision that challenged fundamental assumptions about entertainment access. The initial vision was modest yet transformational. embedding subscription convenience within familiar DVD technology. Effective change leaders articulate visions that acknowledge present limitations while signaling future possibilities, such as evolving from postal delivery to streaming platforms. Such vision building ensures stakeholders understand both the immediate value proposition and the long-term transformation potential. Additionally, leaders of change need resilience when challenging industry norms, as enduring vision demands persistence, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to long-term transformation, creating momentum that sustains reinvention journeys across multiple technological shifts. Leadership of change, final thoughts. Exceptional change leadership emerges when leaders solve customer problems that entire industries have normalized as acceptable limitations. Sustainable transformation requires building organizational capabilities for continuous reinvention rather than optimizing existing approaches. Find out more. Change Management Leadership. Leadership of Change, Volume 4.